Christmas! Happy Hanukkah! Happy Kwanzaa! Happy Festivus! Happy Holidays! Happy New Year! 2015 is coming for you. I hope everyone had a great holiday season, great whatever holiday that you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate anything, if you just are happy that it's the end of the year and you're looking back over the past year. Whatever you celebrate, season's greetings to you. Happy holidays. First, I would like to say thank you to everyone. I have received a lot of support and a lot of reaching out from a lot of people since the last video I put up, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from them, and it makes me feel good about where I'm heading in my life. I appreciate all of that, and I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch that video. For my holiday, I am absolutely grateful. I had several occurrences happen that really moved me and really spoke to me and told me that I'm doing the right things that I need to do in my life. On Christmas Eve, I had started by stopping at one of my very, very close friends' house, and I had a very positive encounter with them, and they really have shown me a lot of support over the past couple months, and they have unwavered in that support. They really stand behind me, they tell me how great of a person I am, and they really help to boost my self-esteem and my confidence, which allows me in turn to make videos like this for you and go out of my way to help other people and make other lives better. Over the past week, I have had several opportunities to help out a complete stranger. When I went to the mall the other day, I had noticed that someone left their car running outside a mall for over an hour while I went inside, and I wasn't okay with just leaving that situation alone. So I took the keys, locked the doors, went and brought the keys inside to mall security, and I let them take care of it from there on out. I literally could have just gotten in the car and stole it, and I wouldn't do that, but there's no saying that someone else in this world or whoever was around wouldn't have seized an opportunity like that. And I didn't want to let that happen, so I went inside and let someone else take care of it, but I tried to do my due diligence in that respect. So Christmas night, I'm driving home from New York, about a 2-hour drive. I get 5 minutes from my house, I'm driving right past Rutgers, and someone's hitchhiking. On Christmas night at 9 o'clock at night, someone's trying to hitchhike. Who knows why? I immediately pulled over. It's impossible for me to just, it's Christmas. How can I not help someone out in need? I don't have money, I don't have things that I can give you, but I can give you a way to get to wherever you're going. I want to know what your story is and why you are walking on a main highway at 9 o'clock at night. So I proceed to pick up this gentleman who is 19 years old. He goes to Rutgers, and he was trying to surprise his mom. As we drove the 14 miles that he was attempting to walk or hitchhike, I got to know him a little more, and he had fooled his mom into thinking that he was still in California and that he was out there on some sort of vacation or something, but he had flew back early in an attempt to just show up at his mother's house because this would have been the first Christmas that he did not spend with his family. So he flew back from California, took a train from Newark to New Brunswick, and then proceeded to start walking. He had probably gotten about a mile or two from the train station by the time that I had picked him up. He had a very touching story, and I was very, very happy that I was able to do something. He had his parents split when he was very, very young, and he seemed that he had been through a lot of troubled times in his life. He was trying to do something positive and trying to make an effort to make a difference in his mother's life, and wanted to do that and was taking steps to do that regardless if I picked him up or someone else picked him up. He was going to get there. He turns out that he is a long distance runner, that he runs miles and miles and miles on end anyway, and he was already okay with the fact that if it takes me a couple hours, I'm going to get there. I'm just going to walk until I get there. But I had to do something. I didn't even think about it. I saw him and just, no questions asked, I pulled over to the side of the road, got out of my car and said, hey, my name's Patrick, hop in. I drove him home. And that, along with many other occurrences that happened during this holiday, proved to be the theme of what I would like to speak to you about, and that theme is effort. There are so many circumstances in life, some that are under your control, some that are not under your control, but there are many, many things going on in life, many circumstances, many situations that you may or may not have control over. The one thing that you have control over is the choice of whether you put effort forth or you don't put effort forth. This comes in relationships, work, family, business, school, anything and everything. You may be in a subpar situation or circumstance right now in your life. You may wake up in the morning and feel crappy. You may encounter undesirable situations. But regardless of whether you're in a good situation, a bad situation, or somewhere in the gray area, you have the choice to put forth effort. And if you continue to put forth effort, you will see results. The reality that you live in today is a product of the choices you made in the past. It has nothing to do with the choices you made today, although it possibly can have instantaneous results of that magnitude. But the reality is that the choices you make today will sculpt your reality for the future, and therefore the reality you live in today is sculpted by the decisions you made in the past. So if you're living in a situation that you're not comfortable with and living in a situation that you don't want to be in anymore, that's okay. You are in that situation because of something that happened in your past, not because of something that you are doing presently. And if you are on the right path and you are doing the things that you ought to be doing, you will have a more fruitful life in the future. The message that I'm trying to get across is that I encourage you all to put forth effort in every possible way that you can put forth effort. In every single situation you come across, be the bigger person. Go out of your way and do something for someone else, whether you know them, whether you don't know them, regardless. Whether it's in your home relationships, whether it's in your work relationships, whether it's with your spouse, just a friend, a loved one, put forth effort. Myself included, I have relationships that are where I want them to be, and there are relationships not where I want them to be. And that has very little to do with anything other than the fact of effort. And in the relationships that aren't as good as I would like them to be, maybe not all of it, but at least part of it has to do with the fact that I have not put enough effort into cultivating that relationship. So I'm encouraging all of you to put effort in every single day. Go the extra mile that you wouldn't have gone previously. And I pause for a moment because sometimes I want to say, go further than someone else would go. But in reality, it has nothing to do with anyone else. What I'm really encouraging you to do is go further than you have ever gone before. Irregardless of what anyone else is doing, but what you are doing and what you have done in the past. Try to always go one step further. Just a little bit, and see where that brings you and where that brings other people and what joy you can bring into their life. I truly believe that with enough effort you can have amazing relationships in every aspect of your life. And with enough effort people will see who you are. And with enough effort they will appreciate who you are. As a human being, we have needs that need to be nurtured and we need to feel important. But you're not the only one that needs to feel important. That person that's standing in line that is having a rough day just wants to be seen, just wants to be heard, just wants to feel important. I'm not asking you to give them $5 or $10 or $100, pay for their order. I'm not asking for any of that. I'm asking you to give them a smile. I'm asking that when they go out to their car, ask them if they need help bringing that with you. That doesn't cost you anything. That now provides a situation in which you both can flourish. You both are raising your own lives. You're both making a positive step in your life. Everybody has a story. Everybody has had problems or currently have problems. Everybody is in the same ocean even if they're not in the same boat. They might not know where you come from, but you also don't know where they come from. You don't know everyone's stories. You can't ask for a biography in 30 seconds from every single person that you meet throughout your life. But I assure you that everyone has had troubled times in their life, so everyone can relate to everyone on some minute degree. As this year ends and you continue into next year, I urge you to go the extra step. I urge you to change the world. I urge you to change yourself so that when these opportunities present themselves to help someone else, you recognize them. Most of the time we don't deny someone help because we don't want to do it. It's often because we are too caught up in our own lives, our own problems, and things that are going on that we don't even recognize that they need help. And if you did recognize that they needed help, you would probably help them. This is a somewhat direct and very simple thought. You know, the golden rule, just do unto others the way you wish they would do unto you. Treat others in the best possible way that you can. With this, I propose a simple yet life-changing idea. And that idea is that every single person in the world can see this video. With effort. I'm not asking you to send this to every single person in the world. That's effort, and that's a large amount of effort that not every single person is capable of. But I guarantee you that you are capable of the effort that is required to show this to one person. And as you've shown that to one person, and that one person is watching this now, you now show that to one person and see how this can spread. See how this idea of life can spread. I'm not asking you to show it to 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, but if you show this to one single person and get that one person to show it to one person, every single person in the world will eventually see this. And with that kind of movement, we can set anything on the path. We can send any idea out there to better this world, to better our communities, to better our one human race. So I'm asking you to show this to one single person. Put forth that effort to prove to yourself that you can put forth effort in other areas of your life. I hope you had an absolutely wonderful holiday. And as 2015 is about ready to start it on the right foot. Go outside of your expected limits. Go above and beyond the expectations set forth by everyone and anyone. Take that one extra step every single time in every single thing that you do, and I guarantee you will see the results. I guarantee it. Whether it be in your own personal life, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in anything, take one extra step. And then the next day, you might feel strong enough to take 2 extra steps. And the third day, 3. But it doesn't start until you make the effort in taking that first step. I wish you prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. Thank you so much for sharing more of this time with me. Thank you for taking the opportunity to listen, to share, and to go out and implement it into your own life. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year. Thank you.